Timur, congratulations on Searching.
Thank you.
Yes. The last time we spoke was for the movie 9, so it's almost a decade.
Oh my God.
Yeah, since I interviewed you. But you've always been lovely. So for my fans at home, I studied you up a little bit about this whole screen life. Can you talk a bit about why are you so passionate about this technique of filmmaking?
Because it's happened 5 years ago, maybe. I was on a Skype with my colleague, and she presented me the poster of the new movie, and we discussed I don't know where to put whatever release date, and then when we finished, she forgot and shared the screen because she shared the screen with me. She shared the screen on Skype, and then she forgot to unshare, and for a few minutes I was steering her on her desktop, and I saw everything what she was doing, and suddenly I understood that I'm inside her. I'm literally inside her mind, and I see everything what's happening there, and it's unbelievable experience. I mean, of course, I said, sorry, I see your screen, please unsure. But this few second, whatever minute, was enough for me to understand how important it is for filmmaker, for storyteller, to use this language, and I understood that. I think about it more, and I understood that I'm spending half of my daytime in front of the screen, a computer screen or mobile phone screen, and half of events of my life happening on screen. I'm falling in love, I'm losing friends, I'm making money, or I'm losing money, or I'm cheating or making moral choices. It's happening today on screens. And how you can tell stories about today's characters, today's world, without showing the screens. If it's a space where the events happening, and then I decided to make movies. It was Unfriended, first movie, to make a movie where story takes place on screen. Wow. Entirely, and we test this idea, to test this concept. And we made it, released it, and it was very successful. And it's how we discovered this new way for us as filmmakers. And since then, we made, the last 3-4 years, we made 7 movies, and now we are releasing these movies. And Searching is one of the cases, and the great proof was we were not wrong, we were right, and I think more young filmmakers, more talented people will make Screenlife movies. Will be better because we are developing the language. Like every filmmaker creates his own style, his own tone, of this format.
As I understand it, so your production company, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is doing this program where young filmmakers like Anish can pitch his stuff for the Screenlife method. Is that correct? And how successful has it been so far?
Yes, it's so far we have 7 projects made.
7 projects. Wow.
And we have 14 projects in production.
Oh, 14, okay.
And the next will be produced in the next 18 months. And it's movies, it's a web series, different genres, comedies, dramas, sci-fi.
Short films,
a lot, yeah. And disaster movies. And they're all in Screenlife format. And it's not the like a found footage version. When found footage very soon, very quick, became gimmicky.
Yeah.
Because found footage, it's a technique. It's a technique how to show the physical world we live in, like how to do the same but less professional, let's say. And Screenlife is different because Screenlife dealing with another world, because we're talking about Screenlife world.
Yeah.
And and it's not found footage movies. You can tell the same stories traditionally,
Yep.
because you can put cameras and just make traditional movie,
Mhm.
not found footage movie. But in Screenlife, you cannot tell Search. You cannot make Search as a traditional movie because the whole thing happened on screen.
So you're saying that, unlike how we went through the 3D phase, everybody was into 3D frenzy, and then we went through the found footage phase. Everybody was going through that. So you're saying that this is not just a phase. Screenlife might be here to stay.
No, it's not technology. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not just the style.
Yeah.
It is the Screenlife. It's just the movies where story takes place on screens.
I like
in the different reality.
Mhm.
And like, for example, the screen, it's just portal, and the story takes place in virtual world of internet, and your hard drives virtually connected with the internet, and between servers, websites. It's another reality.
Yeah.
And it's a reality we didn't adapt yet for mentally, because we don't know this world yet. We created it, but we don't. But it lives now its own way, and we don't know who we are. We don't know how. Like, what does mean? What does mean? The father and daughter. Like, they were physically they were together for many years, but in this another reality, they had their different paths.
Is that what fascinated you about Anish's story? That
Yes.
you greenlit his project?
Yeah. It's what was captivating. The idea that father suddenly understood that he lost his daughter a long time before he lost her physical world. He lost her in digital world, and it's very relatable. It's very symptomatic, and it's I immediately relates
Yes.
to this theme, and I think as many other people.
Yeah. And you have another one coming up, Profile.
Yes,
right? Yes.
Profile. Yes, it's
a
a
thriller.
different story, but it's also about fears of internet. Like internet, doesn't matter what kind of movie we produce, drama, thriller, detective story, comedy, even every movie, it's about fears of internet.
Yeah.
Like different fears. We can laugh when people feel scared, but it's still about fears.
So filmmakers have to be approved before they can go onto your workshop, because you do your master class. I read.
No.
No?
They
Okay.
don't need to prove. I mean, I think I need to know that the filmmaker is a good storyteller.
Okay.
This is the rest is it's a technicality. It's not an issue. If you feel that this person knows and loves to tell stories, then that, and he lives in today's world. He's not from 19th century or 20th century. That he can make Screenlife movies. You just need to share with him everything what we learn, just to save time. But we don't. We learn a lot, but it's only 3 years. It's easy to catch up.
I like how you take risks, because you also produced Hardcore Henry,
Yes,
which is like first person point of view, and now it's Screenlife. People
and
are
then, by the way, 9
Yeah.
was also very, very
Yes.
unusual animation.
That is also a very groundbreaking,
Yeah.
for its kind. So my question to you is: we, the fans of Timur's, we miss your movies. You've been producing all this awesomeness. Like, when is director Timur coming back?
Profile. You should watch Profile.
Okay.
Profile is a movie I love and I made and I love, and I think it's a movie will change your perspective at who I am.
But do you miss the big spectacle like Ben-Hur and Wanted?
No, I don't. Yesterday I watched Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
and suddenly understood it's a retro movies. All big movies I'm watching, I feel like watching retro movies. Every movie, every movie I've watched the last few years, I feel I've seen it before.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not with the different stories. Maybe there is a slightly different acting choices, but it's all been done many times in different versions, and it's not really exciting.
Oh, so you
You tell me, like, how you can make movies, how you can make a movie different today, you know?
exactly.
How, like what? Like every kid has a drone and can fly above and fly around and make a perfect shot, and for nothing. And visual effects, every kid can take the laptop and can make the best visual effects you can imagine.
Mm.
What makes movies unique today? Of course, there is a great movies. I mean, no doubt. It's not a. I cannot judge, but I'm just saying that in general, these all movies are stylistically are very, very repetitive.
Well, as I'm wondering, that's my final questions. I am very impressed with this technology of the storytelling approach, Screenlife. For my fans who are fans of vampires, are you gonna make a third installment of Day Watch and Night Watch?
Yes, it'll be Screenlife movie.
Oh, really? It'll be in Screenlife.
Yes.
When is this coming out? Can you tell us details?
No. I'm kind of joking.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not joking. I think if I will make it, I think it will be Screenlife movie, because the idea of good and evil made a deal, and the moral choices you should make when you're who you are, your light ones and dark ones, it's all perfectly fits in Screenlife language.
Mm.
Because today, when we live online, I don't know what I mean about. I don't know what to do with how to deal with the vampirism in Screenlife, but probably, probably
Interesting.
they can suck your digital blood or
Yes,
something.
I would love
Your
that.
computer will start, like your battery starts, or your maybe the memory will just
Go down.
go down. Like,
I
and
love
it's
it.
a digital vampirism.
Last question, sir. So I know your company, you yourself are very passionate about the Screenlife thing. Do you encourage other production companies to also adapt methods of the
Yes.
same?
I'm flying all around.
You're
I'm
okay.
flying in different cities of the world, and
You're spreading the love.
and trying to share what we learned and seduce people to follow us. It doesn't matter if they do it alone or they will come to us, and I don't care.
Wow.
I feel that the language should grow itself.
All right, looking forward to Wanted 2, hopefully.
And Screenlife too.
Screenlife too.